Shadim Shari. It is Tuesday, July 23rd, 2024. Big earning day today. You get Tesla. It's too many to even name, but Tesla, Google, Visa, many things. Okay, so be ready to trade pre-market as well as after hour. Um, but for this video today, let's focus on semi, something that I rarely focus on outside of NVIDIA, and I will skip over NVIDIA because I already talked about that over the weekend. But first, let's take a look at SMH. Um, First, you see the fib. Now, why do I put the fib starting point there? Okay, as always, drawing a fib sometimes is not a clear um, way to start, right? It's not easy. So let's go back 3 years to see why I picked that. Let's change that to white so that it's more visible. But this is a clear, if I can get it to work, here we go. I drew this yesterday during the day. So I should make it white back then, but now it is. Okay, so the white line, that's resistant, breakout, and then there's a check back here, and then boom. Okay, basically since last November, it has been a great bull run. Amazing bull run. Okay, in semi, of course, because of NVIDIA for the most part. Well, guess what? Okay, so this is where that white line is. Basically, that's where I draw my fib starting point. And it's kind of lined up nicely with what we saw right here as far as a fib level. Line up nicely with the 50 MA. So if you want to buy SMH, this will be a spot to start to nibble. And the next fib is kind of lined up with the 100 MA, right? So if this fail, there you go. So if you want to sell a put spread, naked puts, kind of line up nicely. Okay, it lined up nicely as well with this previous high, rejection, consolidation, breakout, check back, right? So it's beautiful. It's a beautiful fib in my opinion as far as how it lines up with what happened with the stock in the past 6 months or so. So yeah, if you don't have exposure, I don't have a lot of exposure in semi, and if I was to play the SMH, a naked put or a put spread 235, 225 is kind of that's the one for me to play because I wouldn't mind owning 100 share of SMH down here at the 100. Okay, sure, if the overall market is going through another 5% plus correction, can the SMH come all the way down to the 61.8? Yeah, and in the next week or two, then the 200 moving average will line up perfectly with that fib, all right? And look, the last time it touched was way back last October. Can history repeat that by October it will meet the 200? Well, we'll see. You might be surprised. And that would be a good time to buy for sure. Who knows where, but keep your eyes on the 200. Okay, keep your eyes on that. AMD. Remember, I talked about how it can fall out of the channel and it tests the 200 and it's holding the 200. Okay, now I bought a small amount. I bought at 153 to be exact, and I'm not gonna add to it. I just want to see that if this is going to hold. Okay, it's important. Right now, the safer way to play is do some kind of put spread or naked put at 141. Okay, because that's the next ref low here. Should this fall out of bed now, the easy spot to buy AMD, should it fall out of bed into the 131, yeah, this area right here, that's the area that I don't mind at all to buy a lot. Let's go back 3 years to see. Okay, that's the previous high. Yeah, I would buy 130. Okay, so that's the spot for me with AMD. So for now, I need to see this hole. I need to see this get back into the channel. If not, we can have a problem. Okay, we can have a problem, and I think that problem can easily be 140 and 131. Okay, for AMD. So watch out. MRVL, I did buy um, in the 66.5 range. Okay, and would I buy? I have an order right now at 65 down to 64. Okay, so yeah, I like I said, I don't mind buying MRVL here. It was an easy sell above 74. Okay, to me right now it's an easy nibble in this range, especially if it's getting close to 64 and a half ish. Okay, that the 200. Okay, so I will throw in an order at 64.7 for now, in addition to 65 and 64 for AMD. I like it here. And my favorite of the group for now is TSM. Why? First of all, they already have, I like to buy stock that already have earning. Okay, so they already have the earning. So the earning risk is gone. Whatever disappointment, overbought, all that nonsense is out, especially a couple days after. Okay, so it's out. It's sitting on key support, right? And on top of that, if you are following the election with uh, President Trump likely to win the election, then the risk of China doing anything with Taiwan is lessened. So, and that has been the main uh, deterrent for me to play with Taiwan semiconductor. I just didn't want to have that political risk with China. It's an overhang, but now that risk is gone. Let's do a fib. Let's do a fib. Let's see if we start it here. Should we start it here? Let's start it here for now. Okay, the breakout, and then we do this 193.17 47. I mean, sometimes the fib is really tough to make it exact. There you go. Bang. Okay. So that's one fib. Seems like it's kind of in the middle of nowhere. So can it drop to 161, 152, the 100 MA? That's very possible, right? So the way to play TSM is if I would sell naked puts, 160 naked puts. Um, that's the what I like the most though is the 100. Okay, because it's a gap fill. You see it lined up right here. Look, it's lining up with the gap fill at 154 and a half, right? So yeah, to me, I'm gonna put an alert right here. Create alert. Okay, This way, I know that it is testing the gap up low, and then I definitely like to throw in a put spread at the gap fill, and for sure the buy order at wherever the 100 MA is at that point. But yeah, I like it. Okay, sure. If the overall sector and the overall market sell off, then yeah, it would come down easily. But for now, this one is the first of the group that has earning risk behind it. Okay, so I like that the most out of all of them. It can always go down or up in sympathy with the rest, but less than the rest. Okay, especially the downside risk. That's it for today. Good luck with all the earnings today. The big day is, of course, Thursday with the econ data. This is one of those weeks where the econ data is fairly weak. We do have econ data today, tomorrow, that deal more with housing, home construction, home selling, all those things. But it's not, to me, those are going to be weak. It's not going to be any kind of shocking surprise that's going to rock the market. What rock the market is going to be Thursday, and the earning from the big tech